Steady as she goes. You what? Another video again, and there was only a video out last night. Yes, it's because it's bank holiday and I thought I'd squeeze this little extra video in for you. If you don't know anything about this channel, there's a link above now to yesterday's video. Go watch that, check it out, and here's another link to the whole build series. So what we're getting back on with the roll cage, we're getting it all tied up. There's some merch, mugs, got mugs in stock, plug in the mugs, plug in the merch again. Don't need that. We've set up a Patreon page as well. So if you feel free to want to help out with the channel and keep us going, there's a link in the description down below. You don't have to, you can do if you want, but if you do, the team will really appreciate it because it helps the channel going. It means we can take a little bit more time off and not have to work silly hours like I am now. What time is it? It's 11 o'clock to get this video ready for you to watch again, which I love. I don't mind doing it at all because I absolutely love it. So let's crack on. Let's get the cage, main part of the cage finished in this one, and then next weekend we should have the cage finished, and believe me, it's already finished. Shut up, I'm trying to film here. And believe me when I say the cage looks mint, it looks mint. There's a little sneak picture on the Patreon website if you want to go check that out as well. Let's crack on. And where do you want to be, 49? I bent this piece of wire before, does that make? So we have got the rotary draw bender. Thanks mate, I was going to get confused. This isn't a compression bender. The compression bender would be used with a hydraulic ram, if I'm right.
Yeah, bending under compression.
Compression. So this one will give a lovely swooping bend without any kinks in it. So lovely and smooth using the CDS.
It draws it round there.
Because it draws it round it. Can you see that?
A die. Look
at that, that is absolutely beautiful way. The compression bender, you'd have a kink in there. Can't hold the camera and point. You'd have a kink in the flat bit there. So we'll do the measurements and we will draw it up and bend it up, and one attempt and it'll be done. Watch this space. One attempt, not two or three. One, because it's expensive steel to use. What do you reckon? Can you do it in one?
I've got an 8-yard skip outside there.
Oh no. Let's as I say, crack on. John's got it all drawn up, all the measurements, so that is all done on the BendPack Tech template system. There's the points, there's our bends, so there's 1, 2, 3, 4 bends to do. How many meters is that in total?
Cut length there.
So that's 3 meters, just over 3 meters. We shall cut the steel and you can bend it.
We'll both bend it.
Oh God, this is going to hurt my back, this. It's going to slowly taper out.
We'll go from there.
You've got biscuits in your mouth there, John.
Oh, I was talking to you.
What, are you talking to me? What are you chewing on there? What biscuit?
The Yorkie orange.
Oh, the Yorkie oranges. Does anyone want to try the new Yorkie oranges? They're well nice. Taste. I've got that little... I was tasting one last night. It's like a Terry's chocolate orange with a Yorkie twist. I like them. If you like them, let me know down below. Right, come on then, John.
It's slightly narrower just on this point.
Yeah.
So instead of being really far away, like in here,
yeah, it's
just slightly on a bit of an angle. It's
right.
Like 2 degrees out.
2 degrees out. So
something like that.
Let's get bending, eh?
Yeah, let's
get bending. Bend it better. Bend it once. Hey! Stop blowing me off. That's wrong, that. Right, let's do it. I'm learning. Now, John, you should have had some water running through that. I won't tell your dad. Oh, can anyone spot anything? It follows us everywhere. Look at the state of that pigeonhole up there. Best workshop you can get.
I've got pigeons in the roof and I've got tits in the wall.
Have you got blue tits in the wall?
Yeah, I have indeed.
It's a nature reserve. That's what I like to say, John, that you're looking after the birds.
Yep.
Birds and the bees.
No, that's That's something I am looking forward to having.
What's that?
That conversation with my daughter.
Oh, the birds and the bees?
Yeah.
I don't have any children, so I ain't got that to worry about. I don't think I've got any children anyway. I've not had that phone call yet. I can't put that in.
No, but if you hit him up, Colin, he's looking for a date.
I'm quite enjoying the single life at the moment. I've been single a lot of years. You've got a lot of birds kicking around, John. You can hear them tweeting a lot today.
Feeding time, by the sounds of it.
Yeah.
Tape it up. If you rub a mark off,
Yeah.
you can't remeasure. Well, you can, but it's not as accurate. Do you know what I mean?
because obviously,
So if you tape it up and you mark on your tape,
yeah.
it's always going to be there when you get to it, you see.
What if it rubs the tape off? Or moves the tape? It probably won't do that. I don't know, I'm just asking.
You have to confuse things, don't you?
Yeah, I can't get my words out.
It's all them Yorkies you keep eating.
I've only had one today. I had one yesterday. And they were that nice, I had to buy one on the way. Don't crush your phone. So this is just over 3 metres this length with left 100mm.
50 at both ends.
50 at both ends. Just
I don't think you need 50 at one end, but maybe you should.
Just a bit of wiggle room. It's good to.
It's a long time since I've done any bending, so.
You know what I'm doing now, don't you?
Try.
Just winging it.
Well, like always, just winging it.
We'll wing every weekly video, really.
This is where you need Kev for his treble checking.
Oh, Kev's good at measuring. Kev might be here in this episode, we don't know yet.
Right.
Right, so what's the first bend then? That one.
That one at 19 degrees.
This is going to be fun. I think we'll stick it on a time lapse for this. It's the first attempt, genuinely. I had to put a little bit of a ratchet strap in there just to give it a little tweak, which is perfectly fine. Obviously John's leaning on the body now, obviously the body's not fastened on. When you tweak the body, these gaps are the same on both sides, and that's lovely. Absolutely lovely. I cannot believe we've got this in the first go. This might sound a bit echoey because I've got the microphone on the wrong way.
It's the door bars that take doing.
The door bars?
Yeah. Because there's a rotation in a door bar, that's where the problem occurs.
The rotation in the door bar.
We'll cross that bridge when we come to it.
Next.
Yeah.
So we've got the main hoop done, and John's just going to take his time now working the door bars out, because the door bars have got to come up. So they've got to come up here, then they've got to bend, but then they've got to come off a different angle, and then they've got to bend. But what's that different angle, proper terminology called?
A rotation.
They've got a different rotation. So they've got to come up there, bend, different rotation, bend, different rotation. You know what my terminology is though. If you don't like it, well, you don't like it here. You gotta go watch some gardening program, or go. Somebody commented the other day saying our English is terrible and we need to speak proper English. I don't know. If you don't like my slang, sick bruv and all that, I don't know. I'm just waffling again. Right, so this is the door bar now. So obviously we've got the different shapes to do. I can't remember the...
There's one rotation.
One rotation.
One rotation at 30.
You know, when I go to bed on a night time, I must do about 70 rotations through the night. I can't lay still for minutes. I'm like just roll over, roll over, roll over. All night. Sometimes I wake up at the other side of the bed.
There's apps, you know, to help you with that kind of stuff.
Apps?
Yeah, like...
What we're like listening to whales and stuff.
Yeah.
I listen to the French Whisperer on YouTube. Have you ever listened to him?
The French Whisperer.
Tonight, I am going to tell you a story. What you need to do is you need to relax. Have you never listened to the French Whisperer? Nobody's ever, right, hang on. Nobody's ever listened to the French Whisperer on YouTube. Go find him out, right. Honestly, I'll listen to him when I can't get to sleep. And believe me, he sends me to sleep.
All you have to do is relax, sit or lie down comfortably and enjoy the story.
Very nice. I will talk to you very slowly. I don't know if that sounds any good. Right, let's get this door bar done. Waffle. Should we put this on a time lapse?
I don't trust you if you do what you do.
Oh no, it's not on a. It's on a time lapse now. You know what you're doing? Go on, there, son. Go on.
I know what I'm going to do. I'm going to buy a hydraulic upgrade for it.
Yeah, but it's expensive.
Nah, they're not.
Couldn't you just buy somebody for the day?
Hydraulic unit up there and a ram.
Couldn't you just buy somebody for the day?
There's a hydraulic unit up there and a ram ready to go on it.
Go on, John, careful you don't slip over. Have you done your risk assessment?
Yeah, like I say, I'm always assessing the risks in front of me.
That's me and a TT or a Fiesta. We're going to have to name it. We are going to have to put it to vote. 146. Go. Steady on, steady on. Bit more. Whoa. Was that one more for good luck? And that's rebounded to 42.
So a little bit more, so maybe just a smidge. What's that?
That's 44.5.
Laser eye.
Yeah?
Yeah.
I used my one eye laser eye, thanks. It was in between them, so that's 0.5 to me.
Right, well, rotation is where is the key.
The rotation is the key.
So we need the rotation.
Well, you need my
Digibox.
my digibox. If you get this right in the first one, the same as the main hoop, I will be impressed.
I don't think I will, because you'll look at it and you'll think I could have just smidged it up a little bit, or I could have smidged it down a little bit, and you just don't.
Well, this is what, you know.
The joys of one-off fabrication.
Well, we should get a 3D printer, 3D scan it. Sorry, not a 3D printer. 3D scan it all. Put it into. The equipment won't be expensive, will it? Be a couple of quid. I seen the guy that was doing a Tesla conversion into an MR2. We've got an MR2 we're going to do a project with. I don't know what to do with it yet. And they 3D scanned all the engine bay to work out how to get the motors in.
To be fair, there's probably companies out there that you could pay to do it.
Well, I want the body kit. I'd like to get the body kit for 3D printing. It's strong stuff, isn't it?
What we need is someone that wants to practice rowing.
Rowing? Yeah, that'd be good, wouldn't it? Don't go to the gym. Come here. Ready?
49.
That was 52, that. I'm joking. 45, 35, 40. And where do you want to be? 49. I bent this piece of wire before, does that mean? I'm joking. 49. Go on, steady. 49, steady. 2 mil. Tiny bit more.
That's ball, that one.
It won't be a lot. Be a smidgen. Mil. Whoa! Ha! Have you got this right? If you've got this right in one go, John, hands up to you. I might press record now and see what happens. Oh no, it's recording the whole time. Oh no.
I can tell it is because I can hear in your voice when you're talking, like
a bit more louder and clearer.
Yeah,
instead of slavering.
Slavering and muttering garbage. Well, you do that anyway.
Oh, that's not very nice, that. You've hurt my feelings. Right, you can believe this or not, right? And this is gospel truth. That bar that we just had in, when we've actually cut it down, it's right. John's just doing the final tweak, and we actually think that door bar is actually going to go in where we need to be.
It is a total fluke.
It is a fluke.
Yeah, I'm pretty happy.
I am and all at the price of it. But I wouldn't have minded. That's why we bought an extra length, just one length for mistakes. So happy days. John's going to just cut that down and we'll offer it in up. As you can see, it's trying to get itself in there. Look at that. Where is it? Where's that front bar? Where is that front bar? Look at that. The concentration in his eyes. She's looking good down there now. It's just nearly exactly like the Enduro K, how it comes up and goes across there. Lovely. I'm going to have some issues messing around with getting the dashboard in, like. I'm going to have to cut the dashboard down. Bending the other piece of bar now, and that's going to be it for the day for that one, and we'll be on to the next day. Getting all the triangulations out now. This is where we've got the issue. Obviously, if we were to bring the bar down here and bring it onto the arch, there's absolutely no strength in the arches that we're going to put there. Now, there's a strength point there where the spring is too, that's solid, but the angle for that is going to be steep and it's going to look horrible. So we might have to bring it back to this, where the rear shocker comes up, because that's solid mount there, and have a long one there coming along, and then a massive cross in it, and then some little bits for the harnesses to go into. That's lovely and tight. So obviously it's hard because we're trying to build a skeleton structure where the Fiesta has got different points, so we're trying to get going back to the solid points on the TT and then trying to marry up round, but obviously it's more about strength of where we bring it down. It's got to be absolutely strong and have plenty of good structure.
The next morning.
You need to move out the way, mate. Look how busy we are. It's crazy. I'm proper late this morning, right? It's like gone 10 o'clock back to service a car. I've got the dashboard in a load of bits. I hope John hasn't got ploughed on and like the cage is finished, because I'll cry. So what I need to do now is just hurry up and get to the blooming get to John's gaff. Get to John's gaff. Right, let's crack on. So I've got here, and John's tweaked it about some more. He's bent them in there, and then he's got that one in place, which was just mirrored off this one, and he's put that triangle in there. So it's looking really, really nice. And I'm gonna just have a look at the dashboard now quickly, see what I need to do to get the dash in. So that's that one all tacked in place. What I'm just working out is removing the dashboard. I've got the dashboard bit worked out, as you've seen in the time lapse. The dashboard's got a few dents on it, so I might look out for another one. But with the interior, I'm not 100% sure what road I'm going down it yet. I keep changing things, but there's going to be definitely a flock dash. Down to the strongest point, obviously, the big box is to spread the weight, because we need it to come down to the floor. That's why it's so big there. I'm going to lose here to this. I'm going to come all the way through to connect to them, so that'll put some strength right into the struts. So if I ever have any big endos, and with it being tight there, because I don't really want to run a bar across there, so if it's tight to there, I might even just tack it to that, so that's going to stop that from coming in that way, and then be straight forward through there and onto the strut top. So what I'm going to do now, because John's just having a little bit of a snooze there, what I'm going to do now is I'm going to whip all the sound denting out the back floor for John. John's going to start getting ready to make the new boot floor, and where it come up to meet the arches. So he wants me to strip all the sound denting off. I'll clean all that off. He'll make some measurements, because then we have to bring the triangulation bar, you see, down. It's too steep going on to where the shocker mount's there, and it's a long way to go to the back, but it's going to look proper mega coming all the way down there. Obviously we can't sit on top of the arches, like I said, because that's just a weak point, because there's no strength there. So yeah, we're getting there. What do you reckon, John? Are you happy with it?
Yeah, love my job.
You love your job. You don't seem very enthusiastic today.
I'm ready. I'm ready. Waiting for you to.
Right, alright, I'll get on with that then. Right, time lapse away then. Ready for a sandwich like here. Right, so John's been sat down again, and I've got this bar all sorted here. I've done my 4-way fish angle. Is that what they call it?
Fish mouth.
A fish mouth. Got the 4-way fish mouth in, which a lot of cages just have the one bar in there and then they kink down, but obviously that takes some doing. As you can see, I've done a mint job of that. Are you impressed with my work there, John?
Yeah, one day will you teach me?
Yeah, I'll teach you one day. Yeah, and then that's all tied into the front here, good. So you like that? So there we go. And I think it's time that I go for my first ever Subway sandwich. I've never been to Subway before, so we're going to Subway.
BMT.
And whatever, I'm going to have something that's a foot long. I'm going to put something that's a foot long inside me. Big sandwich. Right, shall we go? We'll take the Portmobile. Do you think the cage is sexy? Too sexy?
Wait.
I've had that tune in my head all day. I'm too sexy.
I'm too sexy for my shirt. Too sexy for my shirt. So sexy it hurts.
Dear me, look how tight that looks. Yes, boy. I've done a good job there.
Oh yeah.
You're learning well off me, John. Look at the size of that. Look at that. Enjoying it, lad?
I'm into mine.
Right. I'm not talking to you anymore. I'm going to smash this in. And then all that there. Yes, healthy. What happens if you work flat out, you can eat what you like, is that right?
Yeah, don't tell them about that.
Oh, well, this is going in video, mate. Oh, yes. So the decision is to make the long bar, because if you look, if we were to bring it down to there, so the angle, it just looks too steep. So we're going to bring the angle like this. So I know it's a long angle, but we're going to put a massive cross in the back of it. What we're going to do now, might as well, because we've got the height where we need to be. So we'll remove the body off, because that makes light work for us, and we're going to work on doing the boot floor as well. Get it all tied in. I am so glad I made that decision not to weld that shell to the floor pan until we're right. Think smart, do the job once.
Eating
Too much sandwiches.
I felt like I was playing a didgeridoo.
Yeah, Rolf Harris used to play one of them, mate. I think you should just leave that one out.
Yeah.
That looks proper weird. Look at it. Oh, looks like a pickup. Should we make a pickup out of it instead?
Yeah.
Tipper, yeah, put a tipper body on the back. That looks awesome. Right, we'll chuck it onto the time lapse and we'll get on with this back end now. Woohoo! What do you reckon to it?
I can't remember.
The boot floor is back in. Now, obviously, I did speak in the previous one about running some swage lines in it, but I think I want it smooth for the nicer finish, and I might end up doing some carpet work. I don't know yet. I'm still undecided of what I'm going to use it for. I've got two ideas. That's why I'm just keeping it off key. But there we go. The cage is in. It looks like it's drooping down, remember, because that spring is snapped on the driver's front. Someone had mentioned before in the other one about the body looked like it was dipping off, but it's just that spring. So if John can kindly just come and lift on it, you'll see what I mean. So if he just lifts on that front end from the first video, you'll see that. When he just lifts on that, you see how it lines it all up? Cheers, John. And that finishes off, all ready to tack in. Let's get on with it back tomorrow. So that wraps it up for tonight's episode. A little bit something extra for you for the bank holiday. Hope you enjoyed it. Don't forget to subscribe if you like it and smash that bell button. I'll see you next weekend. I've been Colin. This is Shine Automotive. See you now.